All right. So we had a board retreat July, what was that? July 12th, July 10th to the 12th. And in that retreat, we got a lot of work done. We finalized our bylaws, and the board approved 2 work plans: the management systems work plan and the human resources work plan. They also approved financial procedures. And so we had those things in place. Yvonne and I actually went through just to make sure all of the changes were made in the documents, and they will be up on our website soon. They should be up by next week. We're just changing a few things around on the website on where we place things, so they should be up by next week.
Okay.
All right. And hopefully all of our members will take a look at them and give us any feedback for the following year, because we'll be updating at least the work plans and the financial procedures each year as we continue to grow and we have more needs, or something is or isn't working for us. So what we'll be looking for, what we'll be looking to do in the next year, now that we kind of have a structure to work from. We also put together our organizational chart, so that'll also be on the website. So now that we have a structure to work from, we're going to take this next year and we're going to work on a strategic plan. Just where MHSA, where we want to go within the next 3 years. All right. So by July of next year, we should have a strategic plan up and begin working through that and implementing that strategic plan. So we'll take this year and form work groups within the membership and other partners that like to participate and start, looking at our strengths and weaknesses and different opportunities that we have and formulate a nice plan. As we just discussed, we're working on a crosswalk between Maryland Excels and Maryland Excels accreditation and the Head Start performance standards. When we, as soon as, right now we have, like I said, we have the Excels requirements match with the Head Start performance standards, and once the monitoring protocols come out, we'll see how they're monitored and the documentation that is used, and we'll see how the monitoring protocol says to use the QRIS, right? Because some people believe that the new monitoring is going to really rely on the state QRIS. So we'll be able to kind of finish the crosswalk then, and then hopefully be able to use the Head Start performance standards monitoring as a indicator of quality for the Maryland Excels.
Right.
I participated, not just myself, but some of our members participated as well in the Universal Pre-K work group, which was put in the legislation by the state. And basically what came out of that is the following recommendation. We believe implementation plan 2 is what Maryland Head Start Association recommended. We all participated in developing what an implementation plan would look like to have universal pre-K in the state of Maryland, right? And so that included myself and different child care partners and other early childhood partners within the state. And we came up with 2 implementation plans based on our membership voting and what we believe implementation plan 2 is what Maryland Head Start Association is what we recommend.
I saw that. I saw that, and I looked at both of them, and I was wondering, and it may be too soon in the conversation, but I was just wondering if there was going to be sort of, based on whatever implementation plan that is chosen, if there was going to be a timeline put in place for Head Start staff to meet qualifications, expectations, and if there was going to be like a community program authorization or, just some of those kinds of conversations. Has any of that happened?
Yeah. So this was just a work group to come up with a recommendation, to develop a recommendation to the state. And if it's approved, then there will be a timeline put in place for not just for Head Start, but for all programs.
Gotcha.
That'll be participating, because basically what the universal pre-K is set out to do, the state doesn't have, the public schools in the state, they don't have the capacity to hold all of the pre-K children.
That's the way it was in West Virginia.
Right. So there'll be community-based programs that receive funding from MSDE to have a pre-K program.
Right. That's how we did it in West Virginia.
Yeah. And so each program will have to, definitely go through some training.
Right.
To make sure that everyone is up to snuff with whatever with whatever is written into the statute or the regulation. All right.
Gotcha.
I know I had a conversation with Judy, and she said that it would be, once it's approved, it would be like a 2-year rollout. Right. So, that should give programs enough time to become familiar with the program, make recommendations, train staff, get their Maryland Excel's level. In order to participate, you've got to be in Maryland Excel's level 4 or 5. That's the recommendation. So there should be, at least 2 years for everyone to get up and going.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
I was just wondering, because I know in West Virginia, of course, that's my home state, so that's what I know. And so that's part of the reason I'm trying to get a little bit more of a footing about Maryland. And I know in West Virginia, we did universal pre-K because we are a poor state and we wanted everyone to have an opportunity. And we did, our boards of ed did not have the capacity to house all of these children. And it was a good way to collaborate with Head Start, boards of ed, and child care. And, they developed in collaboration, they developed a policy and regulations for pre-K for West Virginia. So those were just a couple of things that came up that I just wondered about. So that's very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. And I'm sure there'll be, once it's approved, I'm sure there'll be, more work group sessions to, discuss how it's going to roll out. And so.
Okay.
So there should be a larger document that's being developed right now, and hopefully within the next week we get that larger document so we could go through it and and look at it, and then it would be submitted to the state in September.
Okay. Excellent.
When is it due?
It's exciting.
I think it's due the 31st.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it should be, we should be getting something very soon.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. Also, as mentioned earlier, we are researching the possibility of restoring some state supplemental funds. In 2009,
Right.
2009, there was $1.2 million cut from the state supplemental funds. You know, those state supplemental funds go to help programs extend the year through like summer camps or extended day through before and after care. So we're, you know, researching the possibility of having those funds restored.
That's exciting.
You know, we'll see. We're getting some help from the Maryland Family Network. You know, they're in support with us, and so we'll, you know, I think we'll, you know, be able to, you know, maybe report some news in the next month or so, hopefully. You know, where we're moving with it. But right now we're just kind of researching it and seeing what the possibilities are.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Fall conference. We had a fall conference on November 7th through the 10th.
Right.
It is at the Radisson in Baltimore, downtown Baltimore. And right now, we are in the process of collecting applications for workshops, as well as for vendors. I know Sally emailed me and asked if we wanted you all to submit an application, and I sent her the information. Sent her the application. Yeah, we want to do that just so we can have everyone together, just so we can have it all together.
Yeah, it's my understanding that our coaching team has that, and we'll be working on that. So. Okay,
good. So.
Exciting.
Yeah, so you all going to do the practice-based coaching. That's going to be that's going to be good. Cause I'm pretty sure we have programs that need it.
Sure.
So right now we're getting together what our workshops are going to be, but we expect there's going to be a pretty good conference. You know, we have some really cool and innovative ideas lined up, things that we want to implement. So we think it should be a pretty good conference.
That's great.
Yeah.
So, and then when's the next technical assistance meeting?
It was going to be September 1st, but I think Yvonne, I spoke with Yvonne the other day, and she needed to reschedule it. So I believe it's going to be somewhere, it was going to be the 1st. I think it's going to be somewhere the week between the 4th and the 8th. Either that week or the following week. But, you know, it's just been, I guess it's been hard with, you know, so many people in pre-service training and things like that. But
right. It's hard to get together a group this time of year.
Yeah. It's very hard to get people together. Yeah.
Can I sneak in one more question? Did the asthma grant ever go through?
It did not. Yeah. John Hopkins. The grant scored really high, but we didn't receive the grant. So, you know, we're going to continue to work with John Hopkins on asthma prevention and education, and look for the next opportunity.
It was interesting in light of the ACEs. You know, do you know the ACEs, Simeon? The adverse childhood experiences.
Yes.
And they've come to predict a lot of ongoing health issues as people mature. And one of the health issues that people who have gone through a lot of adverse childhood experiences is asthma. I did not realize there was a connection.
I didn't either until we saw that. Yeah. I was there with Tressa. That was interesting.
Yeah. So that's what made me think of your asthma thing. So yeah, tell them to keep going.
Yeah. So I want to set up calendar dates for the year for the Chat and Choose. I know we were doing what are we doing? I think we were doing like the second Thursday of each month or something like that. I like to keep it around the same day of the month, but doing it bi-monthly instead of monthly. So what we want to do is we'll have it bi-monthly, and then we're going to have satellite sites that are holding chat and choose at the same time as us. So, for example, a program in Washington County may have a chat and chew there at the same day that we're doing a chat and chew in Overton. And then maybe there's one, say, on the Eastern Shore or somewhere around there. And programs who are within an hour of each site can travel to that site, and then we'll connect through GoToMeeting to have one big meeting. That's the plan. That's how we would like it to look. And then we'd have it each or every other month. We'd keep them in the same location so that, people know exactly where to go. And then MHSA, will pay for, food and things for each program or for each meeting. Yeah, so, hopefully, we're hoping to be able to pull more people in that way. Because I know coming to, around to the Baltimore area can be a drive for a lot of people. So we're hoping to, be able to reach out and bring people in. But we still want to have the feel of everyone sitting around and having a conversation, besides it just being through a phone conference. And so hopefully we can, kind of mix them a little bit, have people who are at sites, and then we all connect through GoToMeeting. So what I'm going to do, since someone's on the call, is I'm just going to set up the dates for the remainder of the year, and then I'll send them out to everyone. And I'll probably keep it around like the second Thursday of every other month.
Okay.
But I'll set up the dates and send them out.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'd be starting in October or November?
October. Starting in October. Okay. So the way we have this one here, August, October. We wouldn't have one in November because we have the conference, so we'll have a chance to meet at the conference. We'll have one in December. We'll have one in February, have one in April, have one in June. But of course, in May, we'll meet at the spring conference, and then we'll skip July and bring everyone back together again in August, and keep going that way.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like meetings like that, consistency is important, kind of.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I might be wrong on that.
No, it's definitely important.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Because once people start to know, okay, well, it's the second Thursday every other month, then, it just becomes natural that they remember that it's that
right.
time.
You can put it on your calendar for the whole year, and yeah.
We're still promoting, trying to get programs to participate in the Parent Cafe and Fathers for Life program. I know we have Southern Maryland Tri-County Community Action. They want to do a Parent Cafe in September, as well as participate in the Fathers for Life in the Laurie Center. We discussed scheduling the Parent Cafe. I was just waiting for them to let me know when it's going to be best for them. And I did meet with Family Services, Inc. back in June regarding the Fathers for Life program. And they said we'd reconvene when things started, getting back together for the program year. So, we had a good meeting with a few different partners. That's encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I guess you got that recent thing on, I guess it was from ECLIC, one of the national centers on fatherhood. Did you see that?
Yes, I did see
They
that.
have lots of nice resources.
Yeah, I seen it.
They have a lot of stuff.
I know. I love that e-click.
Yeah, and the new design looks great. Looks nice too. Yeah.
It's funny though. They send out like the mental health newsletter, and then some of the links are broken when they go back to the new site. I'm like, oh,
right. Yeah.
Still a work in progress, huh?
Yeah.
It's always.
So we are the Maryland profession. Okay, the with Region 3. Well, Missy, of course, you know.
Yeah.
So we still have. We're putting September 22nd on hold.
Yeah.
Not on hold, but we have that penciled in as a date to meet, right?
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. To start.
Yeah. Sally and I are in the regional office next week, and so we're hoping to nail down Kathleen and Brenda, so we can all do that in the regional office. I'm excited.
So we're developing this state professional development plan. How long? I mean, is this something that's going to be like a one-pager plan or something? I mean, do you have any templates or an idea of how it might look? Or
yeah, I do. I will see about forwarding you the template so that you all can take a look at it.
Good.
I'll email Sally here just as soon as we get off the phone. But yeah, there is a standard template that we are using with all states, and basically we're just trying to streamline the services that we provide, the TA support that we provide regionally, so that we can be more efficient and effective for the state. And so far so good. You know, we're just getting some, you know, there'll be hopefully a Google Calendar that all the state Head Start Association directors will use to enter their activities so that we can see everything at a glance. So just some of those kinds of things to make sure that we're meeting your needs in all of the priority areas, and as well as making sure that we know when your conferences are and those kinds of things. Just kind of nailing those kinds of things down a little bit better than we have in the past. That's our hope.
Okay, good. That way we don't overlap things, and yeah, we can kind of be, when we're doing our conferences or whatever, we can kind of be working towards the same goals.
Right. And aren't you all meeting as a region directors meeting?
Yeah.
Or having a call or something?
Yeah. Region 3, we meet monthly. We have a phone call monthly. Usually lasts 45 minutes to an hour. And then we also have a call like every other month or so with the executive directors from around the country.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I will, as soon as we get off the phone, I will, I can email on my phone, and I'll just reach out to Sally and see if she can forward that to you all. If she doesn't get to it before I get to the hotel today, I'll try to get to you this evening so you can have it. Okay?
Okay. All right. And then I was hoping that directors would plan for the Fall Leadership Institute. I didn't know if anyone had planned on having staff attend. Might not be. Well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe maybe some managers can attend. I know staff are going to be pretty busy. But also with the Fall Leadership Institute, there's a Parents as Leaders training and parent rally.
Right.
And I really wanted to speak with the directors today and discuss with them how we'd like to get parents to the rally, get parents to participate in the Parents as Leaders training and get parents to the rally. We have, MHSA has committed to paying for the first 50 parents that want to attend the Parents as Leaders training. So we've already submitted that to the National Head Start Association. And, you know, and as soon as we can get everyone together, we can give them some names of parents who's going to participate in the Parents as Leaders training.
And that rally is in September, right?
The rally is September 27th, right? So, you know, we'd like to get at definitely the 50 parents that attend the Parents as Leaders training. We'd like to have them attend the rally. And we'd like to try to get about 50 more parents. What we're hoping is that if each program can send 5 people, you know, we can get up to, you know, we can get 100 people there. What I'm going to do is, since we weren't able to get everyone on the line today, I'm going to send out a doodle poll to see if we can get have another meeting maybe next week or the week after. And I'll put out some information, you know, to get parents to sign up for the Parents as Leaders training, and then we'll work on getting parents to the rally. What I'd like to do is have everyone meet at one place, and then maybe rent a bus, because we can park at Union Station for $60. So I was thinking if we could rent a bus, have everyone get their parents to one place instead of everyone trying to find a way around DC. We all get to one place, do a briefing at that place, then we jump on the bus. We may have to go to Chevy Chase. We may have to get on the bus, go to Chevy Chase, and pick up parents who are at the Parents as Leaders training, pick them up, and then go to Union Station, and then head down to the rally.
Wow, sounds fun.
So, so if we can get that done, that would be terrific. And I think we can. I think we can probably get 1 or 2 programs to say that we could use the buses, or get a program, a company outside of Head Start to use the bus, to rent a bus, and then do it that way. Yeah. So I'm hoping to get this whole thing nailed down by the middle of September, so we have it, so we're ready to go. Yeah, but it's been, the timing of it just hasn't been good, because they put out the information over the summer when there's not many staff working, and not many parents available to, try to sign them up. So,
right.
Yeah, you're going to have trouble getting folks together in the middle of September. Wow.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow, there's just so much to do.
There's so much going on, and it's not just us, it's been all over the place. Every program that we've spoken to, they're having problems finding out which parents are going to go, and because parents just aren't back yet.
Right.
I mean, programs just haven't started.
Right, they're not in their groove yet.
Right. So it's just the timing of it has been. If it was in October, it would have been a lot easier. But we'll do the best that we can with it.
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody mentioned that, mid-September is just not a really good time.
Yeah, well, they kind of had the date set before we even had a chance to make any recommendations. They kind of said, here's the dates. We're doing it during the Fall Leadership Institute. Here's the dates. And that was it.
Well, maybe if you can just get a handful of parents to go this time, and you get a bunch of pictures and can hype it up on the website for next year.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe that'll work.
Yeah. But since we're paying for the first 50 parents, some programs may, they may jump on it. it costs the Parents as Leaders training. It starts 9/26, goes from 9 a.m. to 8:30, and then on 9/27 from 7 a.m. to 5:30. All right, and it costs $20. Yeah, $20 per person.
Mhm.
And so we're going to pay for the first 50 people. The conference is at the the 4-H Conference Center in Chevy Chase. Now, the thing is, we're going to pay for the training for people, but our program is going to pay for their parents to stay in Chevy Chase.
Oh, okay, that's nice. That makes it easier for sure.
Right. So, they just stay one night. They can get there on the 26th, spend the night to the 27th.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hold another meeting to see if we can, see if I can speak with the Head Start directors and try to start getting people registered.
Yeah. It's like a phone meeting, do you think, Simeon?
Yeah, probably a phone meeting, and it'd be specifically for this.
Right.
See if we can start getting some parents.
Yeah, it's just very specific, and you can guarantee it won't be too long.
Right. Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I need a half hour.
Yeah, that's it. Half an hour.
Yeah, it's just hard this time of year.
All right.
All right.
And then after that, I think Yvonne was going to discuss the officer voting process. But in November at the fall conference, we vote for new officers to the board. So we're going to talk a little bit about that process. But we'll have to do that on another meeting. But the information will start to go out, just saying what positions are going to be available, and forms for you to nominate, people.
And there should be more people in October to. Okay.
Yeah. Right. There should be more people at the one in October.
Definitely.
Yeah. And hopefully, and maybe by that time we'll have some information about monitoring, and we can, have someone at the meeting to talk about it. That'll pull everyone out.
Oh yeah. Do you think they'll have that by then, Missy?
I couldn't tell you. I'm kind of in the dark as well. I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I kept stressing that about the webinar in September. I was so excited to see that. So I have that on my calendar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because it didn't sound like they were going to do program monitoring at all this year. The things I think of as program, your classroom and your environment and stuff like that.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think just class and ERSI, I believe.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay, so you have the right people. Very good.
Okay, so that's all I have for today. I did record this so I can send this out so that they can listen to it. So I'm gonna after I download it, I'm gonna send it out so that everyone can listen to it. But that's all I have for today.
All right.
Where are you staying?
Thank you so much. I'm actually staying at a Hampton Inn in Windsor Mill area.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And then I'll just drive in the morning. So.
Okay. And you saw where the parking garage was and everything.
Yes, that was so nice. That picture is wonderful.
Yeah.
I like a physical landmark is so helpful.
Good. Well, I will see everybody tomorrow at the Excel.
All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.